Hi, this is Lakshmi Narayan, having 15 years of experience in GATE. So now I am going to take communication systems. First, communication systems. For EC people, the only one and only core subject is nothing but communication systems. Now first, if you observe so, before going to take syllabus GATE point of view, first let me tell you the entire GATE syllabus, or not only for GATE, for competitive exams, entire communication system syllabus, in what basis we can classify. First we will discuss that. Okay. First, if you observe so, the entire communication systems broadly we can classify into 4 parts. First one, analog communications. Analog communications. Second one, digital communications. Third one, probability and noise. Probability and noise. Fourth one, satellite communications. Satellite communications. So complete GATE syllabus we can classify into 4 parts like this. Now first, if you observe so, before entering into syllabus, what are all the textbooks required for this one? First thing, we should know what are all the books required for this entire syllabus. That we should discuss first. First, if you observe so, for this entire communication systems, the very first book is nothing but communication systems. Communication systems by Simon Hakin. And the second book, Principles of Communications. Principles of Communications. By Taub and Shillong. And third one, communication systems. By Proakis. And for basics of communications for signals and systems required, signals, systems and communications. By B.P. Lati. These are the books required. Strictly speaking, if you observe from these communication systems long before, 15 years before, if you observe so, you used to get around 20-22 marks from these communication systems for EC people alone. But now with the introduction of maths and aptitude, now weightage decreased. Now on an average, since from last 5 years, if you observe so, around 10 to 12 marks you are getting. Okay, but the high weightage for EC people is from communication systems. First, if you observe here, from this subject, communication systems, if you observe so, now what is the problem here in the sense, if you observe so, basics. Once if you thorough with the basics, whatever it will be applications they are changing, you can adjust. So that's what first what I am saying. This is this first session, complete session. Now we will discuss only basic. Okay, so basics of communication systems. Then we will enter into, so first part is nothing but analog communications. Okay, so now the first thing, so what we should discuss in the sense, basics of communication systems first we will discuss. Okay, now first. Okay, see now, first of all, what is communication in the sense? if you observe so, the process of transferring information from one place to other place is known as communication, exchange of information. See, let me say, for example, if you observe so here, if I am talking something, see here information is nothing but my voice signal. This voice signal should be transmitted, say for example, somewhere from Hyderabad to somewhere at Chennai, something like that. Okay, so this what communication in the sense, exchange of information. Here information is nothing but my voice signal. Okay, see first if you observe so, for different signals you have different frequency ranges. First of all, if you observe entire communications, nearly 80% we are going to discuss with respect to frequency domain signals. So that's what first we should know for different signals what are the different frequency ranges required. First, if you observe voice signal, for voice signal if you observe so, for voice signal frequency range is nothing but 300 Hz to 3.5 kilohertz. Okay, so example, to transmit voice signals generally we will go for telephones. To transmit voice signals we are using telephone systems, telephone communication system, telephone system, we are using telephone system. And second one, if you observe so, audio signal, audio signal frequency range is nothing but 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Okay, so to transmit audio signals generally we are using audio signals in your radios, that is radios in the sense broadcasting. Example where we are using in the sense broadcasting, radios in the sense broadcasting. See, now there is a difference between audio and voice. Voice in the sense something I am talking now, only human voice, but audio in the sense take some song. In that song if you observe so, including with the human voice you are going to get some music. So that is audio in the sense voice plus music. So that's what in this audio, this 300 Hz to 3.5 kilohertz also you are having voice plus extra music is nothing but 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Generally audios, so we are using for radios and all. Okay, next, if you observe so, video signal frequency range 0 to 4.5 megahertz. So to transmit video signals generally we will go for TV systems. To transmit video signals generally we will go for TV systems. So that is, if you observe so, to transmit voice signals I am using telephone systems. To transmit audio signals I am using radio system. To transmit video signal I am using TV system. All these things are communication systems. Okay, see that is, now you take either telephone system or radio system or TV system, whatever, all these things are communication systems. So first of all, what we should know in the sense, in general, what is the overall block diagram of any communication system, either telephone or TV or whatever it may be. So what is the overall block diagram of any communication system? That concept we will discuss first. Okay,